Reading's a really important part of every classroom, and many teachers I've worked with over the years have really struggled with the idea of fitting it in with all the other competing demands on their time, particularly high school teachers who feel very under the pump with content delivery. They feel they've got masses of content to cover and to get through. So thinking about ways in which we can integrate rich reading, writing, vocabulary activities at the same time as we are teaching content and skills. I think it's a challenge, but I think it's a challenge that's relatively easily overcome. It's important that students do more reading. It really is as simple as that. Not reading where somebody's doing it for them, either the teacher or a better reader in the group, but they are set up to do their own reading. When we use reading as part of teaching the sequence for cognitive verbs, the reading is one that demonstrates a skill. So it might be the skill of evaluating. In that reading, there will be content. So evaluating in history, there'll be different content than evaluating in, say, technology. The language of evaluation is the same, the content's different. We set that up as a reading activity, the purpose of which is to deconstruct the text. But this is where it gets clever, because at the same time as they are learning the skill through a deconstruction activity, they are reading, they are also learning the content about which they are reading. So rather seeing reading as this extra thing for which we've got to make time, we need to see it as part of the way in which we teach content and we teach skills. And if your post-reading activity, for instance, is making some notes, they can then be used to stimulate a writing activity. So here's this one activity that might take 20-25 minutes in which students have learned content, they've learned a skill, they've identified the language of that skill, they've identified the parts of the text that show it's a particular skill, and they've had the opportunity possibly to do some writing. So it really is efficient use of classroom time.